Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and these are my top 5 ways that you can be productive in 2020. My first tip to be more productive would be to make your bed every morning. Now this seems such an easy thing to do, but it really does get you motivated for the day. So if you make your bed, not only does it make your room look cleaner and makes you feel a lot more organised, but it also will stop you getting back to bed. So this is a great first step. Tip number 2 would be get up, get washed and get dressed. Now I know how tempting it can be to stay in your pajamas all day if you're not going anywhere, you're not planning on seeing anyone. Actually getting up and getting washed and dressed makes you feel so much better. It gives you motivation to get things done. I feel if I just sit in my pajamas, I feel a bit dirty, and I just feel like that I will just sit around, put a blanket on, watch telly and not really do much else. Getting dressed actually makes me a bit more awake and a bit more alive, and it gives me a bit more motivation to do things around the house. So if you can hear any noise, Elsie is awake and she's currently just sitting over there playing, so sorry if you can hear anything. So tip number 3 would be to make a to-do list. I love a list. I have lists of lists of lists. I have notebooks and pieces of paper everywhere with lists on, but it really does get you motivated to do the things you need to do each day. So every morning when you wake up, if you write down a list of everything you'd like to achieve that day, you might not always get it done, or you might always get one thing done, but at least you have achieved one more thing than you would if you didn't write a list. Seeing everything written down, it makes you a lot more productive, and it's quite satisfying checking off what you've done. Writing it all down on a list as well also clears your mind. I know if I don't write it down and I'm just got it all going around in my head, I get a bit overwhelmed. So writing it down really helps to see everything I need to do, and it's easier, like I said, just to check it off once you've done it. Tip number 4 would be to plan your week. Now you can plan this any way you like. It could be in a diary, it could be on a calendar on your phone, whichever works for you. But writing down everything you need to do for that week really clears your mind and keeps you organised. So I have 2 planners in my house. I have a personal diary for myself, and then I also have a family planner which stays out in the kitchen, so every family member can see what we're doing for that week and no one kind of like double books, and we can all know what we're doing. So a personal diary is one that stays with me at all times. It stays in my bag, it goes everywhere with me. This is a great way so that I don't overbook things. If I'm out and I need to make an appointment, I can put it down on the day, put the time in, and I know it's booked in and I won't forget it. It's great for jotting down kids' school appointments, letters that need to be handed in when you need to make an appointment, vet trips, anything that you need to do in the week. If you write it down black and white on paper or in your phone, set a reminder on your phone if you really have to. It will keep you organised for the week, which is good for your motivation. Tip number 5 would be to prep the night before. So prepping the night before gets you really motivated and organised for the next day. It stops you hunting for things that you can't find. It stops you being late as well. If you have children, you can lay all the uniforms out for the day, so you've got a full set, so you're not rushing around looking for a clean pair of socks, finding the shoe, finding a book bag. It's all ready and laid out. Pack school bags, put them by the front door with the shoe so they're ready to go. Prep as much of packed lunches as you can. Lay a breakfast table out. You need to go to work, make sure you've got your uniform sorted, make sure you've got the clean clothes that you need. It stops you hunting for things and really stops you being late. It stops the stress the next morning of, mum, where's this? Mum, where's that? You frantically looking, making yourself late, making yourself stressed. Knowing that everything is laid out and ready for you for the next morning also calms your mind the night before, because you know you're good to go as soon as you wake up. So those are my top 5 tips for staying motivated and getting organised. If you have any top tips you'd like to share, please put them in the comments below. It really helps me and helps other people too. And if you like this video, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you all in my next video.